Look at that. That is a typical river-shaped fish. Big, long old thing. Fighting machine.
This is one incredible adventure. Three fishing-mad amigos travel the world with one thing on their minds. Carp.
Absolute beast that is.
I'm Ali Hamidi.
Have you got any spicy sausage?
I'm Tom Dove. This is the worst idea I've ever had.
And I'm Neil Spooner.
She's in the net, get in!
Together, we are angling across the planet to find the biggest carp in the world.
Good Lord, have mercy.
As a species, they've grown to mythical sizes.
Oh, that's big. That is big.
But our journey changes myth to reality.
What carp? We will take you on a wild ride to some glorious locations.
That is a powerhouse of a carp like that.
We'll sample the food.
Just chew, Tom.
We'll sample the culture.
Oh, no.
But most of all, we'll catch monster carp.
How is your luck? Oh my days, it's beautiful.
This week, our fishing adventure takes us to Spain on the Iberian Peninsula, a country famed for its love of football, Gaudi architecture, siestas, flamenco, and my favourite, paella.
But we're not here just to eat the tapas. We're here in search of monster carp. We flew into Madrid and headed south along the open road towards our first destination. And with some time to kill, we took this opportunity to get into the spirit of España.
Hasta mañana.
Hasta
mañana.
No le prestes dinero. Don't lend him any money. You get that feeling when you forgot something? I've got it.
I feel the same. Someone or something's not... It's missing, isn't it?
I keep racking my brain. I've got my rods, I've got my reels, bait, I've got my tackle, I've got my suitcase.
It's me, Ali. You've forgotten me.
Maybe it's nothing.
No. You always get that feeling anyway, I won't worry about it.
Yeah. It was me at.
That's better, mate.
Nothing forgotten.
Nothing at all. That's
I'm
good.
ready.
Mate, we're on our road.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Smooth.
Well, actually, I couldn't make it after suffering a career-threatening injury to my Achilles whilst playing football. My hopes of becoming a legend around the world, netting a last-minute beauty and spending time with my heroes was in tatters. Soccer aid will have to wait.
In your dreams, Al.
Meanwhile, the boys had finally arrived at their first destination, a town called Merida, a place steeped in history and home to the most impressive and extensive Roman ruins in Spain. It was also bang on the Guadiana River, which is where their fishing escapade will start tomorrow.
The next morning, we were up at the crack of dawn, ready to go fishing. This river holds all sorts of freshwater species commonly found in Europe, but this particular area and stretch of river is home to a rare type of barbel, the chamizo. It can grow up to a massive 45 pounds, and we couldn't wait to get started.
Well, look at that, Spoons. That is a chamizo barbel spot if I've ever seen one.
Well, mate, you know your barbel fishing, so I have to take your word for it. It does look nice.
It's good. I'll tell you what, it's a bit parky though, isn't it?
Glad I bought me hat.
Get out.
Yeah.
Not sure where you've heard that from, Spoons. I've never caught one. Hopefully you've got a bit of experience in this type of fishing.
Over the years, I've probably fished for barbel a handful of occasions, and so far I've managed to catch none. So, not great experience. I'm clearly not very good at it, but the more you do something, the better you get. Maybe today's the day.
Well, I'm pretty confident if we stick to the tried and tested barbel methods we use back home, we'll have some success.
In order to try and catch one of these chamizo barbel, this is what we're going to be doing. We're feeder fishing today, and that is this little thing here. That's going to be carrying out into the swim a really, really stinky mix of fish meal attractors, trout pellets. We've put some additional tuna liquid in there, all to create the type of feeding buffet that the barbel absolutely love. And once we repeatedly cast, we've got a lovely big area that the barbel come in on, and hopefully they trip up on this. It's a very, very simple fluorocarbon hook link. The pellet is there. I've got a pellet hook bait there, which is there to mimic exactly what we're feeding. Hopefully they come in, slurp that one up. Me and Dovey get our first barbel. Let's have a go.
With the rods now ready, it was time to cast out and catch us our first chamizo barbel.
And it didn't take long to get our first sniff of action.
Oh. that something, Neil?
Yeah, 100%. Oh, that's positive.
Been out about 2 minutes and you get a little knot.
Yeah.
Neil.
You being an idiot?
Yeah, I'm being an idiot.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
With any type of fishing, patience is a virtue. That certainly was the case today. As time passed, our intrepid duo's morning bite time started to fade and the dreaded midday sun was upon them. Luckily, Neil had brought his conversation A-game.
You know I'm a bit of a history buff, don't you, Dubby?
Yes, Neil.
Well, would you believe that that very bridge that we're fishing next to is the longest surviving ancient bridge in the world?
All right.
And built by Emperor Augustus himself.
Really? Do you know what? I can't believe as well that Wembley Stadium, you can see that in the background and all.
Oh, just concentrate on the fishing, mate. As the afternoon crept on, it was still a waiting game. Patience and concentration was needed, as a bite could come at any time, and we needed to be on the ball for any slight movement.
Oh. No, too early.
Bit prem. Just looked like it was going.
Yeah, he had a bit of a knock there, but as usual, he was premature.
That does happen to me a lot, to be fair. I'm always more controlled the second time, though.
As things were slow, they upped their chances by putting out a third rod, and it looks like it's paid off.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes! This isn't going to break any records, no matter what it is, but it's
I think
a fish.
it's a carp.
Is it a carp?
It looked like it.
What is that? Ooh, that's not a carp. That's our first Spanish fish.
Yes.
In fact, it's what's called a caraccio, similar to a crucian or brown goldfish, a species commonly found here in Spain.
He's not massive, but it's the first of our Spanish adventure. Mwah. Thank you very much, you weird little thing.
And the action continued for Dovey, catching another 2 caraccio in quick succession.
Hey!
Still no barbel, but finally my rod twitched and I was in. And this was definitely not caraccio.
Whoa. That's a barbel, that, surely, isn't it?
I don't know, mate. I've not felt any of the caraccios.
And with the fish edging closer, was this finally the elusive chamizo barbel we were after?
It's a little common
It's a little
carp.
common.
Next time we come barbel fishing, we're just not going to say we're fishing for barbel.
Yay!
Well done, Neil.
Well, there we go. Look at him. Not quite the barbel we're here to try and catch, but it is my first Spanish carp. Well chuffed with him. Not very big, 3 or 4 pound, but who cares? It's bigger to come at the main event.
With the day now drawing to an end, light levels were dropping, meaning fish feed more confidently. And if they were to catch a barbel, this was their best chance. A good angler is always on high alert at this crucial time.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, that was lucky. I was just playing Candy Crush.
Is this it? A spooner pulled it out of the bag?
What is it?
Little common.
Little common.
Well, it's just not meant to be. It does look familiar, though.
Well done. You come all the way to Spain and caught the same carp twice.
Well, it is the target species, just not meant to be from here. Still chuffed with him, though. Back you go, mate.
I've had a really good day's fishing. I actually come here for the caraccio and I achieved my target today. Neil come here for the barbel, so hasn't been so successful, but he keeps trying, so well done to him.
We were in Spain on a fishing adventure in search for monster carp, but this time we were a man down. Ali was recovering from a serious Achilles injury and unable to travel. So far, we'd stopped at the Guadiana River to try and catch a chamizo barbel, but with no success, as all we caught were caraccios and small carp. We were now heading to the main event, but we needed to decide who was going to get first pick a swim when we arrived. So in usual monster carp fashion, we stopped en route for a little friendly competition.
And what they had in store was serious, death-defying, thrill-seeking, adrenaline-pumping and speed-freaking. They were going dune buggy racing.
Well, actually, it's just remote control car racing.
I've got absolutely zero experience with racing these little cars, other than when I do it with the kids, and I'm not very good at that. Don't fancy my chances much.
You know what, it's always a laugh doing these challenges, but this is serious stuff. We don't even know how good the swims are at the lake, so to come first really does mean a lot.
We eyed up the course. We checked out our racing lines and we were ready. The rules were simple. 1 lap and the first person to cross the finish line wins and gets first choice of swim at the main lake.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm here to be Fernando Alonso, not Fernando Alonso.
Tom was the orange car and Spooner was driving the green one. On your marks, get set, go!
Tongue's coming out, I mean business. Oh, Neil, you're struggling here, boy. No.